I'm fucking streaming. Fuck. Josh, hi. Fuck. Shit. I forgot to put a shirt on. Gee, it's chaos over here, Josh. Oh, it's always
Happy
wild.
Wednesday.
Got into the backyard. Happy Wednesday. It's fucking crazy. I was going to wear the same shirt from yesterday.
How's the weather there? It's got, since yesterday, it's completely brightened up. It's I can see the Benjamin Franklin Bridge from here. It's beautiful out.
That's lovely. You've got a nice view there from the new apartment. That's fantastic.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's wild over here. As I just said, a bunch of wild dogs got in the yard. There's been shit everywhere. I got my mother-in-law yelling at me. I got my father-in-law yelling at me. I got my kid yelling at me. It's crazy. I forgot to put a shirt on.
Yeah, much different than yesterday, which was much more chill. You seemed a lot more less chaos there yesterday.
It's just a whole new day today, Wednesday. Anyway.
Yeah.
Right.
Feeling.
How are we doing? News blast.
Oh,
I've done a cursory glance of all the comics news websites, and there's just been nothing much going on. It was very boring. I was like, what can we steal for what other people's work can we steal and then riff on? But I was like, there's just nothing happening.
No news blast.
Boring.
News today.
Yeah, no news. Well, no news is good news, perhaps. There's been no big cancellings. There's been no big deaths. There's been no cunts running their mouths. It's been, I guess, people are just working on their comics and just having a chill time. It's nice.
Yeah, nice. Speaking of comics, we do some plugs. Warm Television, but you can buy it from goiter.bigcartel.com. Please buy it. I mistakenly printed about 8,000 copies, and I have to get rid of these. So.
No, you didn't, did you?
No.
8,000. That's a bit rich, Josh. I know you sold almost 1,000 of the previous one, but you're like, oh, jumping up to 8,000. You talk to me before you make these decisions.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ, Josh, you've lost your fucking marbles. But go get that. You can get it from Josh's website. You can get it from Secret Headquarters. They've got some on their website. You can get it from 50 Watts Books. They've got great stuff on their website. Have a browse about if you like online book shopping. I just got a new manga from the Toy Box Coffin or whatever it's called, Noel Freibert's thing. He's got dusty old collectible manga. We'll talk about it next week or something once he mails it to me. But I picked up a lovely old bit of Garo era, floppy manga. Very excited. Nice. But yeah, go and get Warm Television from Josh. It's a banger. It's a banger of a comic. Fans are loving it. Also, don't forget to like and subscribe. Hit the bells for notification. If you like what we're doing here on Manga Chat, make sure you follow along and hit all the bells and ding dong, ding dong. The bells toll for thee. Well, Josh, you plugged your book. Let's also plug the Werewolf Jones and Sons book by me and you that came out about 8-9 weeks ago now. Gosh, we had a good time promoting this at Skylight, at Comic-Con. We had a lovely time.
Fond memories.
Yeah, fantastic. You got a bonus strip in there by HTML Flowers. You got extra colors by Nate Garcia. It's all popping off. Real group effort, real bullpen book. Yeah. It's only like $19. Sometimes it's like $16 on Amazon. It's real cheap because it's quite thin, and we just sort of bashed it out just so there was a book that existed. So if you're into that, check that out.
Yeah, still and also that Amazon discount isn't coming from my cut.
I hope not. I hope we still get a full cut. Yeah, speaking of full cuts, check out the Hypnotic Midday Movie. I don't know what that means, but yeah, check out this art book. It's from a French publisher, the Mansion Press. You can get it direct from them. It's showing up at shops everywhere. It's at Beguiling in Toronto. It's at Fat Bottom in Barcelona. It's all over the world.
They have a partners. They have a bunch.
They do?
Partners, yeah.
Thank you, Tom and Gina. Very nice. It's everywhere. It's all the problems in this world in Berlin. It's all around the world. If your comic shop doesn't have it, call them feckless cunts. Push over a stand of Funko Pops and just you tasteless Philistines, you cretins. Yeah. If you want to support us, go out and buy our books. And I should put it out there, Josh. I'm gonna put a challenge out to our viewership. I'm gonna challenge you all to buy a graphic novel or a comic book or zine for an unenlightened friend. What do you think about this, Josh?
Yeah.
Christmas is coming, but forget about that. Just in general, just if you've got someone in your life that they like the Adult Swim, they like, comedy, a big Simpsons nerd, but they're not really into comics. They think comics are for losers, or just like they're a bit shit, or they've never bonded with them. Get them like Parallel Lives by Olivia Shrowen or something. Get them like a really good comic or like a weird Jim Widring book or a Warm Television. That's a pretty accessible, good, funny book that any fan of like televised, classic comedy would love. I dare you. Put your money where your fucking mouth is. If you like comics and you're like, oh, I watch Manga Chat and I like cool comics and, I'm hip, put your money where your fucking mouth is. Go and get an unenlightened friend. Try and bring them into the fold. Because all this stuff will die if you don't, frankly. If it's just you sitting around wanking reading this stuff, no one cares. It's a dying medium. More and more losers glomming onto it and stuff and putting out terrible work that's just driving away the audience. So yeah, go out and get some good comics by like Olivia Shrowen or something and quality stuff, the good stuff, and try and bring these losers into the fold because there's an audience out there. There's an audience for comics out there. North Americans do not want to read comics for some reason. I don't know why. They're allergic to them. But we need to turn the tide and get people to recognize this medium as a viable container for amusing ideas and jokettes. What do you think, Josh?
Yeah, I can do that. You could go in, go and buy 8 copies of Black Hole and give one to each friend you have. You could do anything.
Yeah, if you're cashed up, if you're like some posh director watching this, or like some famous man or woman or whatever, go put your money where your mouth is. I'd like get comics for free. Like I bought you a copy of the Suge book, Josh, the Man Without Talent. I was like, I'm going to gift this to you because I think you're a dumb bastard for not reading this. And I condescendingly bought it for you and said, here you go, mate, read this, you fucking idiot. I was right. And you told me so. You said, Simon, I'm sorry. You were right. You apologize for your blind spot. Yeah. Anyway. Yeah, I think that'd be good. I think that'd be good for the scene. That'd be good for everyone. A rising tide lifts all boats.
Yeah. Speaking of buying books, have you bought any books this week, Simon?
Me buying books, Josh?
Yeah.
Surely you jest. Of course I have. Of course I have. I've got a big stack of books here. Well, I didn't buy this. This was sent for free by Fantagraphics.
Oh,
Lovely Max Klotfelder at the warehouse. A lovely, beautiful, beardy boy. We love Max Klotfelder. Got to get him on the show.
We'll have him on the show. How do I get on that list?
We've got to figure that out. We need to get PO boxes or something. And yeah. Well, I don't know if this is specifically sent for Manga Chat. It did say Manga Chat on the label. It said Simon HANSELMANN Manga Chat from the Fanta warehouse. And I was like, oh, cool. Yeah, I was quite tickled. Okinawa, I've been wanting to check this out. It's like a wartimey type manga that Fantagraphics has put out. Quite attractive little edition. This is not, the design's getting better on these. This is a lovely opening spread here. This is I very much enjoy this loose but detailed line work. It's people going up the steps. I find this very attractive. I'm very much into that. And then you've got a nice bold colors, a nice little map here. It's about wartime stuff. Okinawa, just Japanese Empire after World War II, military annexation. It's probably quite boring and heavy. It's all prisoners of war, but yeah, it's an attractive looking little book. It's a bit of alternative manga. Lovely. By Susumu Higa. What do you reckon, Josh? What do you reckon of this one? Do you reckon that looks all right?
Yeah, I reckon I might go out and get that one. So just get more inside. It's
only $30. It's all translated and stuff by Christopher Butcher, who used to run TCAF. That's lovely. Oh, that's a photograph there. I thought that was a really good drawing, but it's a photograph. But this is some nice stuff in here. It's good one to have on the shelf. I'll probably read this in 20 years or something. But for now, the next 20 years of my life, I'm just going to look at the spine occasionally.
No.
Yeah, and this is something you put me onto, Josh. This is City Crime Comics by Teddy Goldenberg. Yeah,
that's great. Have you read any of that one yet?
I haven't. No, I flipped through it. Now, how did you find Teddy Goldenberg?
I think just like I think just Instagram, yeah. And I just like started reading a few strips here. There's one where he this character goes to a sandwich shop and asks for the best sandwich they have, and the guy panics and cuts his finger. You'll see that one, but it's so hilarious. It's like Mandag level comedy in there.
Really, Mandag level.
Yeah. It's really funny.
Yeah, it looks kind of surreal, kind of, it's got an old-timey kind of vibe to it, but also that sort of modern weirdness. So same almost school as that David Enos that I've been going on. It just looks like this sort of like rough, kind of but well put together sort of throwback surrealism. And he's Israeli, I believe. I think he lives in I
think so, yeah.
Over there.
Yeah, I think he does live over there.
Oh, this is a lovely spread here. It's quite nice. This is published by Floating World Comics, a fantastic comic book shop in Portland, Oregon. One of my favorite comic book shops, run by Jason Levian, one of my favorite comic book shop operators. Lovely guy. They've published stuff of mine in the past, big broadsheet newspapers. They published some great stuff. They did the Tado Tsuge Boat Life book I've been meaning to check out. Have you got that one, Josh?
No. That was
it's the brother of Yoshihiro Suge. It's Tadao Suge.
No, I don't have that one.
Yeah, it seems very similar to The Man Without Talent, but instead of selling stones down by the river, he's like on a boat all the time and stuff. But yeah, lovely looking stuff. Yeah, it's supposed to be quite good. Be a Floating World Comics. They're putting out some decent stuff.
Yeah, they did the Wasp home video.
Yes, the Carlos Gonzalez Wasp Video Roadhouse that we talked about a few weeks ago.
And our pal Harry Nordlinger's new.
Yes, what's that called? Night Shift?
Night Cruising.
Night Cruising, yes, new Nordlingers. I don't have that yet. I need to pick that up. Probably at Short Run. We'll be seeing Nordlinger, hopefully hanging out with him up there. Floating World's pretty good. Sorry, Josh, what were you going to say?
I said to our audience, don't rush out to get the Nordlinger one. We'll read it and then we'll let you know if.
It could be a bit iffy, that one. He's known for his creepy horror. Gets a bit perverse, a bit weird. So
we'll check it out first. We don't want to sign off on the Nordlinger.
Yeah, he's a sick man. Don't want to stake our reputation on that curly brown Garfield.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, really glad you put me onto this, Josh. I saw this in the in your stories like a month ago. Like, it's like Teddy Goldenberg, who the fuck's that? And I was like, went to his Instagram and give that a follow, and that looks good. And yeah, Floating World's done the book. It looks great. So thanks for putting me onto that, buddy. And now hopefully we'll put some other people onto it. And again, I got this from 50 Watts Books. You can probably get this from Floating World, but 50 Watts Books, they seem to really stock a lot of good stuff.
I went into the secret used bookstore, and they had well displayed. They had those new the two new 50 Watts books, and I got into a conversation with the owner, and he knows 50 Watts. Apparently, that 50 Watts is all over the place.
Yeah, they seem to get around.
Yeah,
I thought they had a shop or something, but I think it's just the online thing and the publishing venture. I don't know. But yeah, it seems like a stand-up operation. I think also another book I procured from 50 Watts, the new Blab.
Oh yeah.
Did you used to read Blab back in the day?
No.
See, this says premiere issue, but there was Blab for years. I mean, I used to read it back in the day in the 90s when I was a child.
Is it an anthology or is that one person?
Yeah, no, it's an anthology. It's Blab. I mean, I think it had like Jimmy Corrigan in it back in the day. I think there was one like the Acme Novelty Library 10 where Jimmy is trapped on the island, which I love. With the one with the peep show, and the Superman like gouges his eyes out. Brilliant. Yeah. One of my favorite Chris Ware strips. I think that was in Blab. It's just a cool anthology. Montel Beauchamp is the guy who does it. Lovely painting on the back cover. I went and followed this painter. I tracked them down, but yeah, just one of those people that's just got real painting talent and skill and can do proper shading and make things look real and sort of weird. But Yeah, the best stuff in here, flipping through, there's a lot of like vintage comic book ads and like just, I don't know, moaning on about Fletcher Hanks and again, vintage comic ad. It's just reprinting old comic ads, but there's a ton of Van Sciver stuff in here. Big, like long Noah Van Sciver strips. I'm not sure if they're new and made just for this, but yeah, it's like long, cool looking, like there's another one later on in it as well, like another long Van Sciver strip. Yeah, it looks pretty fun, it's old reprints of old monkey magazines or something, and just like a bunch of waffle, like an old man here in text, just like waffling on about old monkey posters or something. But if you're into that stuff, cool, and check it out. Yeah, it just seems like a magazine. I think Blab's always sort of had articles as well, and it's comics and articles. Yeah, very very throwback this issue. Even like the Noah stuff. It's like the death of comics, and it's like comics about old men and comics and the comics code or something. Yeah, it looks great. Some good stuff by Noah. I think it says 2021. So yeah, he drew that pre-child, before he had a child and his productivity slowed down. But yeah, no, looks all right.
Fantastic.
Yeah, I don't know if they got this at Partners. You can have a look at it. How much is this? What's the price on this? Oh, $19.99. It's kind of pricey for it's not bad. Published by Dark Horse Books and Yo Books, a joint publication. Do you know Craig Yo?
No.
Crazy long haired. He's got a weird long fringe, and he's an odd man. He looks funny. He wears crazy colorful shirts, and he does like reprint things of like old comics, but puts like Yo graphic. Like he puts his logo like Yo Graphics on every page, and like it's just all crazy, like yo, and it's like, dude, calm down and stop writing text all over the pages of the classic comics. But yeah, interesting character. A friend of mine once at Comic-Con wanted to cut off his little fringe. They were trying to get me to distract Craig Yo so they could like grab his hair and cut the fringe off and run away. But we didn't end up doing it. Yeah, it's a whole thing. Nice. But anyway, yeah, Blab. What do you reckon? You're going to pick that one up, Josh? The Blabs that look interesting to you?
I might flip through it, make a decision in the store.
That Van Sciver stuff may be from somewhere else. Maybe it's reprinted. I don't know, but
yeah,
I think if it's exclusive to this, you'd probably have to pick it up just for the Noah Van Sciver nuggets in there. It's at least like 15, 16 pages of new Van Sciver. So pretty good. And you can read about all those old monkey magazines as well. All right, here we go. What do you think about this, Josh? What do you think about Jesse Jacobs?
Oh yeah, I've seen that one around. Yeah, what?
It's the Jesse Jacobs he's put out lots of books: Safari Honeymoon, Koyama, and other titles. This is from Hollow Press, an Italian publisher who do some good work. Yeah, it's the new pets. It's quite big. It's quite large. It's all in English, despite being published by Italian. Yeah, it's colourful, psychedelic work. It's quite a good cartoonist. I think Jesse Jacobs. He's a buddy of mine. I hung out with him at like Lucca, the big Italian festival. Pissing down rain. It was brutal, and it was like me, Jesse Jacobs, and Anna Highfish, and my wife, and we wouldn't have survived without each other. But yeah, new pets. It seems like it's about a bunch of like weird, monstrous pets, and yeah, I don't know. It's quite fun, colourful cartooning. It's more round. His stuff's usually very like ruled and like psychedelic straight lines, but I found this one much more organic and much more not loose. It's very tight cartooning, but it's more organic. It's interesting. I think Jesse is off to Lucca again as well. He's braving the international travel and the potential heavy rains, and he's off to the Lucca Festival. So any Italians that are watching and you're going to the big Lucca Festival, go and check out Hollow Press and Jesse Jacobs. And I got this from the secret headquarters. I purchased this online from the secret headquaters.
I like those super partners have that. That one looks nice.
Yeah, I've not read it yet, but Jesse's stuff's always fun. It's a lovely, like weird spider ball person in there. It's fun, whimsical, fun cartooning, and he had a video game out recently as well. I can't remember what it was called, but it was Jesse's style of cartooning in a weird platforming video game. It's called like Squanch or Squinch. No, that's Justin Roiland's video game company, Squanch Games. What was it? something with an S, I think. But it was quite a fun game. The physics were a bit off for me. I was like, oh, I don't really enjoy playing it, but it was very attractive.
Nice.
But yeah, you're interested in that one, Josh. You're intrigued by that one.
Yeah, I would get that one.
Yeah, Hollow Press. You heard of them before?
Yeah.
I think were they doing all the fucking Matt Brinkman stuff? I think they were reprinting all the old Fort Thunder Matt Brinkman stuff, and what else? Don't know. They do all sorts of like spooky stuff. They did the Al Columbia, I think, Biologic collection, Biologic show collection, which went a bit pear shaped. If you're on the Reddit and stuff, and you're in the rumor mongering, that went a bit pear shaped. Yeah. Oh, here's something I picked up on eBay, Josh. An eBay find. I've been out there on the eBay.
Yeah.
Before I show it off, I bought issue 1 of Gru the Wanderer, the epic run. You know Gru the Wanderer?
Yeah.
I love Gru the Wanderer, and I sold all mine for drug money when I was younger. But I've decided, I think, Josh, I'm going to try and buy every single issue of Gru. So I bought issue 1 of the 120 issue long Marvel epic run. I think there were like 11 or so Image issues, a bunch of Dark Horse stuff I care less about. I think there was a Pacific run of 6 issues before the Marvel run, but yeah, that's going to keep me busy for a while, trying to pick up cheap back issues of Gru. I don't want to pay more than like $3, $4, $5 an issue. So
what was the one at
Comic-Con?
Comic-Con.
That was Magnor. That was the Mighty Magnor, I think a 6-issue superhero comic by Aragonés that I bought when I was a child. The pop-out cover. But yeah, I'm excited about trying to collect all these Grus. I'm going to buy like an old cardboard comic box and, start putting all my Grus in there and grow a Gru collection, because no one's doing the complete Gru.
I've been thinking about doing that with just the Simpsons comics, the old Bongo.
Yeah.
I've been thinking about
I've got Radioactive Man #1 over here, like the Glow in the Dark issue 1, and I was like, I kind of need all the other ones, and I want Bartman. I want, the first like 10 issues of Simpsons comics would be great to have, like when it was good and fresh, and
yeah.
I think it'd be fun to collect that stuff. I wish you still lived here so we could go off on drives. Like we could go to the British food store and buy a bunch of import food and soda, and then we could smoke a bunch of cigarettes and go back issue diving. God, that'd be fun. We'll do a bit of that at short run, maybe. I'll have the rental car, so one day we could like go up to the woods in Snoqualmie and walk around, and then go to back issue hunting.
Yeah.
Anyway, I'm excited about collecting all these Grus, and I'm gonna show this eBay find off after. This is a perfect segue, Josh, into. I got this from Fantagraphics as well. This is the Complete Hate. Last week we were talking about our formative picks, and I talked at length about Pete Bagg, and you also like Hate and Pete Bagg.
Yeah.
Now look at this. This is the complete box set. I hate it.
Yeah.
I fucking hate it. Yeah, I fucking hate it. The single issues are superior. If you're gonna read Hate by Peter Bagg, which I really suggest people do because it's great, and I've been having fun looking at this and like memory lane, and first of all, it's not complete because it doesn't have the letters pages.
No,
it doesn't have all the backup strips, and that may have been a rights thing because like later on in the run of Hate, like 20 to 30, there'd be like an Alan Moore written backup strip, or like Adrian Tomine did a backup strip in there, like Rick Altegard would have all this stuff. So maybe they'd have to like with the complete 8-ball, it was just all Dan stuff. There was no guest strips, so. If they were reprinting it all, they may have had to have done something there, paid lots of people, and it would have been a bit weird and a bit of a mess. But yeah, it feels incomplete to me. There's no letters pages, and it's just reading it in this cumbersome, like thick way. It doesn't feel right to me. To me, Hate just like reading the little floppies and having all the ads in the back, the letters pages. That's the way to read it. I'd actually dissuade people from buying this. This is the second print I noticed of the box set, so I guess it sold out well enough. $120 as well for 3. So it's $120 for 3 books. Roughly, these are probably sell for $30 to $35 each retail, and then you've got the box. So it's like $120. It's a little bit pricey as well. I'm being honest here. Sorry, Fantagraphics. Sorry, Gary Groth and Eric Reynolds, if you're watching. This is honesty in journalism. We're not just shills for Fantagraphics, despite Josh and I both being published by Fantagraphics Books. We are not just shills for Fantagraphics. We'll dissuade you of that fucking notion right now, you braying morons.
Yeah.
But yeah, it feels too heavy. What do you think? I mean, would you rather read this?
No, I mean those are like so dense in sort of like kind of like the character stuff is so dense. You just want like floppy, and then you put it away and not think about it for a bit, and then another floppy. You know.
Yes, I think mentally you're onto something. I think this seems overwhelming as well. Just like 300 pages of it or something in a hardback setting, or back to back. It just seems overwhelming.
In that format, I think I would be more likely to read like, I don't know, say like 3 issues worth or 4 issues worth in one sitting, and I don't know, that's like just too much information for like the way Hate's written, you know? Yeah.
Yeah, it is quite wordy. It's quite a verbose comic, and it's quite full on sometimes. And yeah, don't know, but yeah, it's nice to have the box set. There is a little bit of back matter, like a guide to the characters. There's an introduction by Pete, which sort of barely scratches the surface. It's it's not as good as the Everett True introduction in the old collected edition I was showing off a few episodes ago. But it's nice to hear what Pete's thoughts were on it. As I said, he didn't dig in too hard, but it's a nice little intro. And yeah, this I hate this this spine.
Yeah.
It's like, compared to other box sets I have, like this just seems like a very low effort. Like it's just not,
especially with such an iconic logo right there. Hate.
You could have like a big like Hate down there, but the spines are like it's like okay, whatever as well. It's like has the logo volume 2 in a computer font, and there's a squiggle and the famous flaming pussy Fantagraphics rebrand logo there. But yeah, the cover art, it's just the old Hate issues that were like pencil colored or watercolor, and they look quite nice. And
that's what I
don't. Late period.
That's what I don't understand about that. Is like if you show the spines again, I mean, these books are only going to be sold together. Why not do like an image that puts the 3 of them together, makes one image? I mean,
yeah, I know. I mean, like the Love and Rockets box set or the Hate box set. But yeah, this is inexcusable to me. Just like this wasted space of just like this very faint, doodles and just kind of low effort images on Pete's part.
I mean, from the side, it looks like a Christmas bottle of wine or something.
Yes, it does. And just and it's done some very quick drawings of like the gang. There's like Stinky. What's this? What's a Joey? What's his name? I can't remember the character's name. Pencils and fuck, I can't remember the character's names. I'm spacing out. Well, I'm nervous now that Pete Bag's going to see this and be angry at me.
Stinky. Yeah.
Well, Jake the Snake, that's who it was. These are all the backup characters.
Yeah.
Pencils there. I always ate the Bugles. It's Jake the Snake. That's the brother-in-law or whatever. It's Babs' husband. Joel. That's Joel. And Jimmy Foley. That's Jimmy Foley there. Anyway, okay, I finally got there. I named all the characters. But yeah, just I don't know. I compared to like the 8-ball, complete 8-ball was great because it just went cover to cover and had everything and just the presentation and like there's like printing inside here. It looks like all guts and stuff. It's like and yeah, like anyway, the design was just crazy. But Dan, he goes crazy. Klaus goes crazy on his design. He's quite the perfectionist and a fancy man. Anyway, yeah, I don't know. I'd recommend the floppies. I really just the way to read this 90s classic, I think, would not be in this format. And you can pick up the floppies pretty cheap, I think. Have a look around while I'm looking for McGrew the Wanderers.
I found the smaller paperback collections just like a lot less enjoyable than the floppies as well. And
yeah, but I prefer those to this. Like I don't know. Something about this work seems to be it just needs to be in paperback or something. This is too heavy. This is too grandiose. But they're not grandiose enough. I wish there was more bonus material, and there's a bit of bonus material in the back, and I don't know, but yeah, not up to snuff, I don't think. In trouble now. We're in trouble. Fantagraphics is going to come for us now, and the designer. I didn't name the name of the designer. I had tussles with them in the past. Ooh, I'm in big trouble. I'm sleeping on the couch tonight. My wife's going to say, Simon, how dare you? I heard about this from the staff at Fantagraphics. You're sleeping on the couch tonight, you big-mouthed, loose-lipped fucker.
Yeah. I mean...
What do you think, Josh? Sleeping on the couch tonight, yeah?
You can just use the Comics Journal defense. They slag their own people off with the Comics Journal, like, you know.
There we go. To try and save face sometimes in a sense of false fairness. So to try and pretend that they.
Yeah.
No, oh, I hate the Comics Journal so much.
Throw Jordan Crane under the bus to prove, you know.
Anyway, you almost got me. Anyway, look what I found on eBay. It's the Joe Matt Jam sketchbook. I never had this. It's signed by Joe. Yeah, sad. Second one out there as well. Apparently, Fulgencio, Caesar at Fulgencio Pimentel, my Spanish publisher, informed me there was apparently a second one. But I don't know. I have to try and trace. Even rarer than this one. But yeah, $20. Got this for $20 on the old eBay. Did I already show this off last week? I think deja vu.
No, you didn't.
I didn't. All right. But yeah, this is like, you know, Gilbert Shelton and stuff there with like Joe and Chester. It's all jam strips. It's like Joe was obsessed for a while with just passing around his sketchbook and forcing people to, you know, you do a panel, then I do a panel, and just like riffed out building narrative corps storytelling. And
isn't there like Tony's in there or something? I believe.
Yeah. Yeah, I saw Brunetti in there. Dave Sim. Dave Sim. Yeah, there's a bunch of people, and a bunch of people I've never heard of. Yeah, it's you know, it's a lot of it's shit because it was like made up on the spot. You know, I was trying to read some of them, and you know, it reads like shit jam comics. So fucking a Will Eisner. This one's kicked off by fucking Will Eisner. It's fucking crazy. But yeah, very much worth having. You know, very signed by Joe and cover. If you ran a blue light, it's self-published by Joe. So if there's a wanking joke. I'm back. There we go.
Yeah.
Covered in semen. I'm sure this book. I shouldn't put it near my face. It's a weird little stain back here. Could be from a price tag. Probably semen.
Yeah.
Love you, Joe. Yeah. Lovely little zine.
That's cool.
Yeah, but jam strips, so a bit shit, as these things always are.
Yeah.
You know, they're jam strips. Then you know, it's like jam music. It's like, you know, listening to Fish versus listening to like Brahms. You know what I mean?
Yeah, all jam's pretty shit, isn't it? It's yeah.
Yeah, there's always happy accidents. There's always like, oh, that was interesting. Woo, you know, oh, that was an interesting little passage or something. You know, I like jazz. More and more as I grow older, you know, children are allergic to jazz, but then as we get older, it's like, ooh, skibbity bubbity, ooh, you know, yeah. You move away from power chords into riffing.
Nice.
But yeah, that's about it. I also got from Secret Headquarters the Face Sittings book, the Namio Haruka. The classic. It's just page after page of
yeah, it's a good one.
Just women putting men's faces in their bottoms.
Yeah.
This person was just obsessed with face sittings. Yeah, just weird Japanese erotica. I have the other one I bought at the Le Montanlaire in Paris a few years ago. What's that one called? I don't know. I can't see the title, but I had to get the other volume as well. Beautiful printing on these Japanese books, imported. $50 I think I paid for this. Bit expensive for just you know, just women sitting on men's faces. But love the pencil stuff. It's all black and white with pops of pink occasionally or some yellow, I think. Beautiful.
Yeah, it's a good one.
Yeah, people love these books. People just love this stuff. They can't get enough of these face sittings.
Yeah, quite popular, isn't it?
Tis. Yeah, it looks like a rough day for this chap down here. I mean, it's a bit human centipede. You know, this one over here just be a bit smelly. Wouldn't, you know? If you're into that kind of thing, it'd be an interesting day. Wouldn't get much work done. woman's not getting much work done. She says, I guess maybe if she have a laptop, the lady could get some writing done.
Yeah. Play what? Yeah. Wordle.
Yeah, that's books I've accumulated in the past week or so. You know, a bunch of books came in all at once. Just like, you know, a bunch of books.
Yeah, I'll try and have some for next week. I didn't buy any books this week.
You've been busy. You've been birthdaying it up. Yeah. you're working, Josh. You're a workaholic. You're having birthdays. You're out and about. You just moved house.
Yeah.
You know, we're working on a private project. We're planning for our trip in a month or so. You know, things have been busy. We're building the best damn comics YouTube channel on the internet.
Yeah.
It's not easy work, Josh.
No.
Now, really give yourself a pat on the back, Josh. Go on. There you go. Look at you. Good job. Good job, mate. Aren't we terrific? Yeah, on the other one as well. Gosh, feeling so good. Everyone in the audience, give yourself a pat on the back as well. Just come on. We're all just doing a good job. And I'm going to reiterate, Josh, succinctly. I challenge our viewers to buy a comic for an unenlightened friend and try to grow this thing. Try to grow this seed.
Yeah, try and think what they would like and choose something that corresponds with their interests. Yeah, it's a good idea.
Yeah, I think it is. I think this is going to save the industry, Josh. You and I, right here. This is the ground floor, with no amount of arrogance or big-headedness. Do I proffer? Do I confer to you, privately and publicly, to everyone, to the whole world, that this is it, Josh. This is the ground floor. This is the new movement. This is buy a comic for an unenlightened friend. Let's save the industry.
Yeah, let us know in the comments what you bought, who for, and what do they think.
Yeah, that'd be nice to know. To do this experiment, like, are they just going to say, "Oh, fuck off! Like, get that juvenile shit away from me. I'm not reading that. I'm an adult. I've got a real job.
Yeah.
I watch prestige dramas like Succession and the Game of the Thrones. Fuck off."
Yeah.
Or are they going to love it and say, "Yes, this was all right. I understand now why you read these things. I understand it's a valid medium. It is as valid as dance, poetry, any of these, theater. It's real. It's comics."
Yeah, it is. It is comics.
It is. It's indeed comics. Right. What else are you doing today, Josh? We're wrapping it up, I think. What do you think?
I'm going to keep working on this.
Nice.
What
Yeah, I'm gonna keep working on this. You can't see. It looks like a blank page, but there's half of it's done. I've got 3 panels to go.
Nice. Is
I think
penciling or inking?
Inking. Yeah. That's our thing that we're working on together. For
Nice.
a short run.
I need to go. I need
Hmm?
to go to the FedEx and scan some pages.
Oh, that's depressing that you have to go out. You got to get a scanner, but it can be very difficult to find a good scanner. We should do a scanner chat episode one day.
It's fine. It gets me out of the house. I get to go. It's like 2 blocks from the FedEx. It's fine.
Okay, that's nice. They are friendly at the FedEx. I do enjoy going to my local FedEx Kinko's.
There's a guy there with he's like bald with a ponytail, loves my stuff. He's not read it, but anytime I bring some stuff to scan, he's very complimentary, and it's like nice to get a little boost.
Yeah, the Lego boost. Oh, good job, mate. Like a pat on the back. Just a little pat on the back. Hang on, we should go through the questions really quickly. I think these people have bothered to write questions.
Sorry, what?
What's that, Josh?
I was just saying he was very tickled by the Jimmy Brown t-shirt design.
Oh, really?
Yeah, my buddy at the FedEx. What are you saying? Let's go for some comments.
I was going to say these unemployed losers here have bothered to write some questions out and take time out of their unbusy days. So I thought we should have a look at
doing this for Manga Chat, sitting like this, doing this kind of sitting.
Who's the cool guy on Star Trek that sits like that?
AC Slater.
Oh, my wife saw him at the restaurant we go to, Mother Wolf. We go to this posh restaurant, and she went there with her dad. Yeah, I went there last week, but the time before that, she saw fucking AC Slater. Mario Lopez was at the restaurant. I didn't see any celebrities. It was really depressing. The chef was there. That was cool, but yeah, the waiter started being really rude to us towards the end of the dinner. I don't know. It's just Crapmaster Zach. He's got diarrhea and he's at work. This is just lots of what's this? So it says Monica is at Barnes and Noble.
Yeah,
diarrhea. They've broken fucking.
I saw someone posting that. It was yeah.
Oh, they've broken fucking embargo. My wife's gonna be pissed. She's in charge of the campaign. She's the Monica woman. She's the woman behind the man selling the Monicas. So she's gonna be fucking pissed. Yeah. Oh gosh, I hope she's not watching. She's gonna be on the phone to Barnes and Noble saying, "What are you doing, you fucking cunts? There's an embargo." Now, yes, it's been spotted. Holy shit. Well, get down to Barnes & Nobles. They're selling their Monicas early, the new Clouds book, which is a fucking banger. Everybody can't wait to talk about it.
The best one, yeah, we'll have an episode about that. So yeah, very exciting. I can't wait to see what to say about that one. It's gonna be interesting.
Yeah, no, it'll be an interesting conversation. We've had quite a few conversations about it with like Eric Reynolds, the editor of the book Comic Con Rule. You know, sitting around and just having some sneaky smokes and just talking about the moniker. And yeah, it was an interesting chat. We were trying to get down to what it really meant, and down to brass tacks. It was like trying to put together Mulholland Drive or something. But yeah, great book to talk about. Real fun book club book.
Yeah.
So yeah, everyone get out and check it out. Seriously.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just Crapmaster Zach on the toilet here. He does make a good point. North Americans love manga, though. They do. Yeah, manga popping
But
off.
don't get many manga because that doesn't help us. It doesn't trickle down to us.
And it's Hot Topic style, but it's shit manga. It's not, it's not all kids down at the mall reading Suge or collecting Garo back issues. It's all vapid romance shit, fuckheads with cat ears and stuff.
Yeah, it's gonna backfire, and everyone's gonna go out and buy their friend One Piece, that giant fucking edition.
Yeah, or just watch insipid anime. I mean, One Piece is not even it's the second time we've denigrated One Piece, used as an example, but it's not that bad. I mean, I've got the first volume of One Piece. It's reasonably well put together. I tried to watch the new Netflix adaptation as well, and I didn't mind it. It seemed like a decently put together adaptation.
I saw the little preview. That was shit to me, but
Yeah, I actually didn't mind it. It was. I'm hearing like word on the street is like they didn't fuck it up. Like a few other adaptations, like it's just like it's been very manhandled by the writers, and it's turned out a bit shit and a bit modern day or something. But apparently, One Piece has maintained its silliness and just sort of like it's manga fun. And but anyway, there's worse examples than One Piece. But yeah, that ain't trickling down to us, Josh. You are right. I don't see anyone going out and buying warm television after. I've read One Piece. One Piece warm television, like they could, one warm word. Boo. I don't know. They could just find their way to it. Oh, warm television. It's about a weird guy with a flat top. Yeah, I don't know, Josh. Don't know. But yeah, they love the manga. The kids love the manga. I tend to think it'll help though. Again, a rising tide lifts all boats. Telgemeyer's out there, the Dogman guy, the manga. People are becoming comic literate. These children may well grow up and stumble upon our works, especially if we're out there on the manga chat all week, Josh, tooting and crowing and feathering, cocks of the walk, talking about all your Teddy Goldenbergs and all your Jesse Jacobs and all your Anna Highfishes and your Alex Grahams and just hyping it up and daring and imploring our audience to buy books for their friends. If you've got some spare money, don't eat. Just so I'm not going to have dinner tonight. I'm going to buy a book for Jerry. I'm going to go down to Partners and Sons or my local boutique comic outlet full of venomous hipsters and purchase a graphic novel and then thrust it upon my friend and say, hey, you watch Harvey Birdman and stuff like that and the Adult Swim stuff. Why don't you read this? These people are struggling.
Quit selfishly sourcing your spaghetti and think about us.
Exactly. I mean, you could fast for a night. It's probably healthy for you as well. Fasting's very popular right now as well. Everyone's out there fasting and stuff. Yeah. I'm out there cycling all day trying to get healthy.
Next week we could be sponsored by those lollipops, the ones that make you not hungry. What is it, like a appetizer lollipops? We could be sponsored.
Yeah. That's fucked. What's it, Ozempic or something, like the weight loss drug? Like you'll be on it your entire life, and like may cause diarrhea, cancer, like anal fungus, like just all this like long list of horrible things. Like just go out for a bike ride or something, or do some sit-ups. Don't suck on weird chemical lollipops. You're mad. Anyway, I don't want to sound like a conspiracy theorist telling people to not take weird drugs and to go out cycling in the sunshine. I don't. Get you dangerous territory. Yeah. I've got this beard now. I mean, like fucking hell, everything's falling apart on the manga chat. Have you seen manga chat now? It's so weird. They talk about conspiracies about exercise, and they've got beards. Oh no, they've gone down a rabbit hole of conspiracies.
Yeah, it's done.
Anyway, get on out there and blah blah blah. There's more questions. Oh, hang on, there's a question. Any of you guys seen that auto-bio comic where a guy gets barred from some hipster bar, Klaus design, and someone drop a drink on his head from a balcony? He look up and it's Klaus himself. What? No, I haven't. What?
No.
A hipster bar, Klaus designed. I think I remember that bar. Do you remember that bar?
No.
But back in the day, like maybe 10, 15 years ago, some bar that had like all this Klaus stuff under glass, like a lucite, big see-through bar with all Klausy stuff. Yeah, I think. Oh, okay, there's a comic. No, we haven't seen this, Thomas Rosa. It sounds quite fun. And Klaus dropped a drink on someone's head from up on a balcony, probably on purpose. I wouldn't put it past him. Dan is known for being quite a salacious asshole and quite the party boy. He's out there. Oh, the stories we could tell. Those Fantagraphics cruises, him and Seth on those cruises. Also, Seth had the giant balls after the botched vasectomy. Crazy stuff, crazy stories. The 90s, my gosh. Anyway, 50 watts is fantastic. It's just one guy, says Justin Becker. I thought it was just one guy. Is Zach or something is his name? There was a nice handwritten note when he sent the Tateshi book.
Yeah,
no, it is just one guy. Yeah, bang up job. Apparently, he used to do a blog called Journey Around My Skull, according to Justin here. Yeah, very well curated book website. I love these little book websites run by weird men. Just like one lonely man in a bedsit. We've talked about them before.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a bunch of them. It's hip now. It's like the cool thing to do. Yeah, I love it. I love lying around on the toilet. Well, I sit on the toilet. I lie on the couch. I shit on the couch. I lie on the toilet. Yeah, do you do that, Josh? Do you enjoy that? Like a bit of online shopping? Or you go down to Partners and your secondhand bookstore?
I like going in there and talking to the person behind the counter. And yeah, I don't like online shopping.
You're an old-fashioned guy.
Well, I like walking down to the Blick and getting these pads of paper. I don't know, like Amazon.
Yeah, I'm in the middle of fucking nowhere. I go over to like Michael's Crafts or whatever it's called. Like, oh, we don't stock gouache anymore. So fuck you. So I have to get it on Amazon. And my local comic shop's just really mainstream. Secret headquarters. I'd love to drive down there, but it takes time and to like get a sitter to go down to the comic shop or something. It's just not tenable. Yeah, I love online shopping. I love getting mail. My favorite thing is getting mail.
I love that part. I love the getting the mail, and I never ever get mail because I don't online shop, and I'm always quite jealous when people in my building have like all these packages and.
Yeah, I just ordered like a Funny Pages promotional whoopee cushion from the filmmaker of that movie.
I still remember seeing that. Yeah, Johnny Ryan one, right?
Yeah, so now I've just got a whoopee cushion coming in the mail. I don't know when it's coming, but just one day in the box. It's just exciting. I've got a book on pre-order, that new Suge from Jordan Quarterly.
Yeah,
and it's coming like sometime in October. I perpetually need to have something just that's on its way to me. It makes me happy. Consumerism.
Fair enough.
I'm going to start collecting my Gru comics. It's just nice to. I've always been like that. I've always collected trading cards or marbles or trinkets. It's as a human floating through this cruel, cold world that gives me comfort to collect toys and trinkets and little things. I like it. It's weird. It's a cloistered bubble of happiness and fraudulence. This fake security blanket of shit. I love it.
Yeah.
Someone here says new Blab is good. That's Crapmaster Zach. He did say he was on the toilet before. He's the Crapmaster. He's pooping. He's out there pooping at work. Sounds like he works at a Barnes and Noble because he's seen that moniker. I don't know.
I think I saw earlier he said he was taking someone on a date to a Barnes and Noble.
Oh, what a romantic date. Go to the cafe down there. Look at all the shit manga. Oh,
yeah, get a chocolate croissant and a coffee.
It's just all Crapmaster Zach. Yeah, he doesn't like the hate box set either. Yeah, it was a bit stupid. And Crapmaster Zach again, the backup strips in the other Pete Stuff collection. Yeah, I think it was called Pete Bag's Other Stuff. They did collect all the back matter into its own little paperback, but still, it wasn't the complete hate to me. I would have preferred to have had that stuff instead of all the hate annual stuff. If it was just the core hate 1 through 30, but the hate annual stuff a bit lesser to me, frankly. It was, anyway. Hardcore Bag gripes, but I love Pete Bag. I hope he's working on something cool. I really, God, I love Pete Bag. Yes. Do I have the Neat Stuff collection? Of course I do. I enjoyed that in the Funny Pages, Josh. Do you remember that scene at Christmas where his mother gives him the Neat Stuff collection?
Oh, yeah, and then
he just gets angry.
Pete Bag does the lettering on. Does he do the end credits?
I believe so. Yes, end credits and title lettering. Oh, yeah. Yeah, no, I've got the Neat Stuff collection. I can't remember if I had any issues with that, but probably again prefer to just have the original single issues. It's just something about it. It's the way to read it.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Well, yeah, it's too dense to read in a big hardback, says Reese Jones. Anyway, we're just trailing off and just reading comments from Crapmaster Zach now. Send us comments. He's on the toilet still on his date. He's on a date right now. He's just shitting and talking to us.
He was on a date and he's gone to the toilet to watch us, and she's probably still going to be there when you get back. Crapmaster Zach.
Yeah, well, the date's going quite badly, perhaps. Someone's saying thanks for turning me on to Jimmy Brown. You are fucking welcome. We've got to get Jim on again. We'll talk to Jim about what comics he likes, maybe. I don't know, but yeah, Jimmy Brown, one of the finest voices.
We've got the new technology. We could get a performance from Jimmy Brown. We need to get a theme song from Jim.
Yeah, that's true, actually. I considered trying to sing some lyrics myself over our existing theme tune, like just surprise people. Not surprise anymore, but just like...
Honestly, I walk around all the time just singing in my head, manga, manga, manga.
We should do a special version we should do a vocal version and drop it. We could do a charity single or something for Red Nose Day for Comedy Relief.
We've got Christmas coming up. We could do a Christmas version.
At least just put some jingle bells in the background. Or perhaps for the Christmas episode, we can just have constant jingle bells, jingle jangling in the background the entire time.
Yeah.
And not subtly. Aggressively.
Yeah.
We'll have to do a Halloween special as well and maybe dress up. I don't know. Wizards. But yeah, I got no idea for that. Stay tuned, Manga Chat Tears. We might actually have a special spooktacular spook season episode coming up.
Anything for Halloween this year? Just old enough to go trick or treating yet? Or
yeah, we went last year. You know how cool it is around here. Like our rides, we used to go on all the
massive Halloween decorations. There's like giant, actually some really like quite terrifying ones last year. Last year. Yeah,
today they're getting going with it now, and I was riding today. I was like, "Oh my god, someone's been hung! Oh my god!" But I was like, "Oh, it's just an early." But yeah, it's like a hanging spectre that looked quite realistic. And I was like, "Oh my god, there's been a lynching in the neighborhood." But thankfully, it was just early Halloween.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I take the kiddo out. We're going to dress up as a coven of witches this year and go around. Yeah, she's terrified of it, kind of. She likes a bit of the colours and the sounds. But last year she was like 1.5. So this year she'll be 2 and 2.5. So a bit more cognizant. Might be a bit scarier. Might have to go home. But if Uncle Stephen dresses as Luigi, she'll love that. Yeah. Anyway, yeah, Stephen, member of the family, was just I was like, "Who's this fuckhead dressed as Luigi? What's this fuckhead hanging out?" And I was like, "Oh, it's Stephen." Like, it took me like 20 minutes. Like, "Oh, buddy!" Like, I just thought he was some stranger. I couldn't recognize him in this Luigi costume. But yeah, it's a good time. Are you going to do anything for Halloween?
I don't know. Yeah, there's supposed to be this. No, maybe not.
Well, you've not got a child. I legally am responsible for making pumpkins and setting up spooky decorations and bowls of candy and walking around a scary neighborhood. Yeah, I just have to do it. It's fun. Yeah, I used to hate Christmas, Josh. Christmas to me was like my mother shooting up and and it's like, "Come and help me with the belt, Simon." And like, "Oh, mother, I'm opening my presents. Come on." So Christmas is a bit rough, and
yeah.
I like to just work on Christmas. I just shut everything out and I'm just going to work all day, bar humbug. But now I love Christmas because it's all for my kids and it's like just giving her like a perfect Christmas. We went and chopped a tree down together at the lot last year. It went down like butter. I thought there'd be more work, but I was it fell over like butter trees. But yeah, no, it's lovely now. Yeah, we'll do Christmas episodes, Josh. We'll get you in the spirit with some Christmas.
Yeah, we'll get
a Thanksgiving manga chat where you can have some tofurkey or something. And
yeah.
All right. Well, we should get back to work. It's getting late for you, isn't it? And,
I'll finish this page here.
Yeah, could read these questions forever.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah. Thanks for watching, everyone. Thanks for watching live. This one's going to go up tomorrow. We lied at the start and pretended it was Wednesday, but it's actually Tuesday. Anyway.
Yeah.
And we reined it. We said we're going to keep it at 20 minutes, Josh. It's been 55 minutes.
Yeah. Well, thanks
Sorry.
for watching, and manga chat.
Manga chat.